look, this one stinks. This stinks to high heaven because you and I are going to get to talk about something that we love talking about that Dylan hates. My pick for Forest, bring Keylor Navas back. You're not spending that much money. PSG's more than happy to put him out on loan. I think he's only played in one game in all competitions this season. He kept you up last year. If I had to pick one team that is a threat to maybe let those bottom three teams stay up, this is the only one I'm thinking. Matt Turner's not been good enough. And there's other areas of the pitch that, like, you definitely can pick for Forest to be like, why wouldn't we get a midfielder? Why wouldn't we get a center back? Why wouldn't we get a strike? Whatever. It's all going to be more expensive than putting this in. A, you get a guy that's familiar with the city ground. B, he's still probably a pretty decent goalkeeper, better than anyone you got. C, he's a leader. Lead them to stay up one more time, and then he becomes a Forest legend in my book. For my money.
Dude, for sure. I was trying to think of who to get for Forest because they have so many players. I was thinking a center back. They got McKenna, Ball. I mean, they have a lot of people out African Cup of Nations as well. But
yeah,
when they're full tilt, they got Niakate, Bali, McKenna, Worrell, and then they got Murillo, who I didn't even know who he was. He's like 21-year-old Brazilian guy. He's played pretty well. Midfield, they got Kouyaté, Gibbs-White, Sangare. I think Sangare is really good. So I was struggling, and all I could do is come back to goalkeeper because, again, we're allowed to be a little anti-American when Dylan and Nick aren't here. I went for Ramsdale because I think Forest spend money. They've shown in the past they spend money. I think it's a situation that Ramsdale is, and to your credit, Keylor Navas is too, fighting for relegation. He did it with Bournemouth, and I think they did get relegated, but he knows the feeling and stuff like that. And they're obviously in a better position than that Bournemouth team was. And I think Ramsdale is a good goalkeeper. There has been a little bit of like rewriting of history in the media with him, probably because he's English, that like he actually wasn't ever that bad at all. And there were times where he was not good. But he by no means is Ramsdale a bad keeper.
Yeah.
And I think he's better than Matt Turner. I think he's objectively better than Matt Turner. Yeah, and that hurts because I want Matt Turner to be good, but he, like, the past 5 months, he has not been great.
I agree. All right, before we move on to Palace, I do want to ask this question. Ramsdale being the pick, the sexy pick of, a keeper moving in the winter, I actually think there's no shot he leaves.
I think Arteta just won't let him go.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happens because if he goes and, God forbid, David Raya gets injured, I don't even know who their third keeper is, but they're
Matt Turner.
No, Matt Turner's at Forest.
Is he? I thought he was on loan.
I think he is, but they're going to bring him back, you think?
Oh, they would recall it. I don't know who their other guy is.
All right, well, damn. Matt Turner. Full circle. What a Forest section. What a Forest section. All right, Michael. Crystal Palace.